Well, hello there, Skywinders. Welcome back to another episode of Skywind 007. On today's episode, we're going to be looking at this. This is the multifunctional CD player. So basically, it acts like a vinyl turntable, like a record player. It has that stick, but it's not really a record player. It's a CD player. So it plays CDs, and you can listen to music from a USB or Bluetooth. And it comes with remote, and I actually didn't even know it came with remote until right now. So to go with this, I ordered this from Amazon. This is a digital vinyl CD recordable. So you get 10. So prior to making this video, I already burned a few songs into this. So this is what you get. They have different colors on the box: yellow, red, purple, green, and blue. So it's up to you which one you use, and this is what you get. So it kind of looks like a vinyl, and it does have texture. I'm gonna get it near the microphone. So definitely does have texture, and it feels like a real vinyl. And of course, if you look in the back, it's like basically a normal CD, and this is a recordable CD. That means that you can record once and that's it. You can't change it. So I'm hoping that this lever right here, this stick, is gonna align to the black part of this, so it'll look nice. And it'll be bad news if it goes all the way here, and then that's what I'm thinking from the picture, that it's gonna go all the way here. It's not gonna look right, but what can I do? Anyway, let's open it up. Wow, smells very good. So you do get instructions. So that's the remote right there. Okay, so what we have here is a reversible USB-C cable. So this is for charging. Okay, so this is what we get. So let's go around it. At the front, there's nothing. On the side, there's a speaker. On the right side, there's a speaker. On the left side, there's another speaker. So that tells us that it's stereo. On the bottom, there's nothing except the rubber pegs. And on the back, we do have a few things. So we have on and off. We have the charging port. We have the USB. This is where you would put a USB memory stick with the MP3s loaded onto it. We have out, so you can connect this to speakers, and you have in if you want to do a line in. So I'm not likely to test this because I don't think this makes any sense, but I'll test everything else. So on the inside, so it opens very nicely, very smooth. I like that. We have this. Let's remove it. It has a warning, so take that out before using. And we have this. So let's see if they align. If we put a disc, one of our discs, hopefully it aligns. It does not. So it goes over the green stuff, but I think it's still good. So we have a volume knob over here. I think that's a volume knob. And then we have a mode button over here. Stop, forward, pause and playback, and back. So I guess the only bad news is that this doesn't align. I wish it did. But it does look nice, so. Okay, so let's plug it in. And let's plug that in right there. me pause. Okay, so that's very nice. Everything looks good. So let me stop it. Okay, so we do have functions over here.
Bluetooth mode.
So that's if you want to play with Bluetooth. Okay, so let's hear another song. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. That stops it. I thought it was going to do nothing. This does have a function right here. It stops the CD if you move it. If you put it back there, it starts playing again. So that's nice. It gives it a little bit of realism. But it does take a while to find the song. Okay, so I think that works. So let's find out if it has a battery inside. Let's pull it out. Let's see if it'll play. So there's no power. I mean, no cord to it. So let's see if it'll play. So it does have a battery. Okay, so let's keep charging it. And the next thing I want to do is test the Bluetooth, which should work normally. I'm not expecting anything to be wrong with it, but I do want to demonstrate it. So let me go get another phone. Okay, so I have two options. I have a regular smartphone over here, and I have a flip phone. So I want to make this video interesting. So instead of using a smartphone, I'm going to use some music that I have in this flip phone, which is basically the same music that I have on the disc. So the first thing I want to do is pair it. So let's go here. Let's make sure this is on. And let's change the mode.
Bluetooth mode.
So let's go to settings. Network and connectivity, and let's look for Bluetooth. So it's turned on. So now let's look for nearby devices. And we see several things over here. So we're gonna look around until we find our device, which is this right here, the LH168. Click on it. And if you want to allow access to your contacts, you can. I'm not going to do that because I don't really need it. And that means it's paired. So now that we're ready, we just go to music, which is this icon over here, music. Click on it. and then go to songs or playlists or wherever your music is and start playing it. So let me lower the volume a little. Now I want to see if these controls do anything when you're on Bluetooth. Oh, so it does. So you can just get rid of this. But the bad thing is that this is not running. Okay, so I'm gonna stop it there. So it does have that limitation that the disc is not running, so you don't have that effect. So that's one downside from this, because that does make it different than the other one that I just reviewed. Let me show it to you. So it's different than this one right here. This one does have a fake disc over here that does move when you have it on Bluetooth, but this one, the disc only moves when you have it on CD mode. So that's a downside right there. And by the way, I'm gonna do a comparison between this and this, but I'm gonna do that on a separate video, so stay tuned. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is run, we're gonna play some music from the CD, and we're gonna connect this speaker right here. So to connect the speaker, you need an aux cable, which is not included, and you plug it in right there, and then you go back here and you look for the out. You have two holes, so do the out. And then you play your CD, and that's it. Let's play. Oh, I forgot to turn it on.
Power on. Bluetooth connected.
Okay, it says Bluetooth connected, but it's not really getting the music from the Bluetooth. It's coming from the disc, as you can see right here. Let me try to increase the volume. One interesting thing is that when you lower the lid, you actually don't hear the CD spinning. You just hear the music. Okay, so I have an idea. I'm gonna try to pair two of these with the cable and see how that works. Let me stop it. Okay, so here's the second one. They're exactly the same. And we're gonna try to pair them in stereo. So let me turn this on.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Speakers paired. Left channel. Right channel.
Okay, so we are in stereo. And now let's listen to that song again. Wow. That is amazing. That makes all the difference. Okay, so while we test the stereo speakers, let me go get some batteries. They're AAA, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, so here are my AAA batteries. Okay, so let's play. I don't know where play. Here we go. Volume, where's volume? Next song. Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. So that was fabulous. So now we know that with this device you can hear stereo. It does have two speakers over here. They're very small, but you can add stereo speakers. And you have to get this type of speaker. Make sure it has a hole for the line cable. So these are actually Bluetooth speakers, but they function both as Bluetooth speakers and as regular wired speakers. So I'm gonna put the name of these type of speakers because not all speakers have this hole for you to connect it directly to this. Okay, so I did check on the instructions. Let me put that right. I checked on the instructions, and there's no way to add the speakers via Bluetooth. And I'm not surprised because you get audio with you get audio via Bluetooth, so you couldn't get audio via Bluetooth and then get audio output via Bluetooth as well. That I never seen a device do that. I'm sure there are devices out there that can do that, but I've never seen that. And so you can get, of course, music via Bluetooth from a phone or any kind of a Bluetooth device, but to add speakers or headphones, you have to use the wired 3.5 millimeter jack. And if you're gonna add speakers, you're gonna need a speaker that has this hole right here. So not all Bluetooth speakers have that. I'm gonna give you an example of a very expensive speaker that does not have that, which is this one right here. As you can see, this is $130. I paid $130. Now it's cheaper, but at the time it was $130. And if you look there, there is no hole for a aux cable. So make sure you buy the right speaker for this device. Okay, so there is one more function to try. Let me disconnect the speakers and let me turn them off.
Power off.
So they are turned off. And we're gonna try the USB flash drive. So we're gonna put music on a USB flash memory and we're gonna play the music from there. So let me go get the flash memory. So here we go, it's just a regular flash memory and we connect it back here. And now you open here and click on M.
By USB drive.
So same thing, even though you can play music from the flash memory, just like from a Bluetooth connection, the disc will not spin. So that kind of defeats the purpose of this device. So I don't know if you're going to want to do that. So doesn't make too much sense to me. Okay, let me stop it there. So it works, but I really don't recommend it because it doesn't make too much sense. It's kind of like buying a convertible and never taking the top off, just driving around the convertible in the convertible with the top on. Doesn't make too much sense. So if you're gonna buy this device, you're gonna have to get the CDs, and you're gonna have to be able to burn CDs or get CDs from the internet, like pre-recorded from Amazon or eBay. But I absolutely recommend that you get your music from the CD. Don't do Bluetooth. Don't do that USB memory back here.
Bluetooth mode.
Yeah, don't rely on this, and don't rely on the Bluetooth, because it doesn't really make any sense. It's like I said, driving around in a convertible with the top up instead of taking the top down. Doesn't make too much sense. So you can get those discs like I showed you. Let me show you the box again. This is kind of cool if you want to do it. You don't have to do it that way. You can just use any regular disc and put it in there. But this makes more sense because now it looks like a vinyl. Now, if you want to listen to music directly from your phone, like most people would probably want to do, then you would have to get that other device that I showed you already, which is this one. And this will spin the disc even when you're on Bluetooth mode. So it's obviously a fake disc and it doesn't look that realistic, but it does have grooves. But this one is way better, so you're kind of making a decision which one you want. So I'm very happy about that. Of course, this one's not stereo, so just keep that in mind. And this one you cannot add the speakers like I did with this. Like I showed you previously, I added the speakers and it sounded awesome. With this one, you're stuck with the speaker, the internal speaker, which is down here. They both have internal batteries, so that's kind of cool. But you can even plug in and just use them as a regular device. But I do find that this is more natural to be pulling the disc out. I think it's more fun to be loading discs like that. It just makes it feel real. So I think I covered most things. I covered everything. The only thing I didn't cover is the line in, which I doubt anybody would be here, right here. You would use this cable, connect it to your phone or whatever the music device, and put it on in, connect it on in, and then you could hear music. But like we've seen already, the disc will not play unless it's on CD mode. And like I said, having this without the disc moving around, spinning around. It's like a driving around in a convertible with the top up instead of the top down. So that's even worse. So I definitely don't recommend you use it that way. So we have reached the end of this video, and I want to give an evaluation. So 5 stars out of 5. I think it's a great device. It has a lot, and it has what I expected to have. You definitely want to buy the CDs. You can buy either this type of CD or a pre-recorded one. So if you buy a pre-recorded CD like this one, for example, it's gonna look a bit weird, but it'll still play it. So I would recommend you definitely get the fake vinyl discs, which are CDs on the back and look realistic on the front. So unfortunately it doesn't align this lever. It doesn't align with the black part. I wish it did, but it doesn't. Because if you kind of move it like that, it turns off. Yeah, there's no way to make it align. But either way, I think that's fine. So it does bring a remote. It works very well. I don't think you need the remote at all. So you can just leave it in the box. Or you can use it if you still want to use the remote. Either way, I don't need the remote.